But how about the problem that has two radicals, like this? Whether the two radicals are on the same side or on different sides. You cannot solve this problem in one step. You have to solve this problem in two steps. One time, every step, you focus on one radical to get rid of it. So if you want to remove this radical, then you have to isolate it alone in one side and move the other radical on the other side. Okay? So in this case, I'll focus on the first one and I move this to the other side. So this radical x plus 7 now becomes 3 minus radical x. Only then you can square both sides. Only then you can square both sides. When you square the first side, as usual, the 2 will cancel the radical. So you just have here x plus 7. Okay? Again, the 2 will cancel the radical, so that's why you have x plus 7. How about the other side? There is a rule that we studied a long time ago, if you still remember that. That says what? That says a minus b. When you square it, you get a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. This is a complete square rule. So in this case, you have a is 3 and b is radical x. You have two terms added or subtracted, and you want to square them. Then you don't just square the first and second. You also have this middle term, which is 2 times first times second, multiplied by the sign. So that means what? That means here the answer here will be 3 square. Okay, the a here is 3, so that becomes 3 square. The b here is radical x. So when you square radical x, what do you get? X. You get x. When you square radical x, we just said now, when you square the radical, you get the x, right? Okay. And between them, you get 2 times first times second. What is 2 times first times second? Minus 2 times first, which is 3, and second is what? Radical x. And the last term is always positive. So that's exactly matching what I have. I have, instead of a, I have 3. So instead of a squared, I have 3 squared. Instead of b, I have radical x. So instead of b squared, I have radical x squared, which is x. So far, okay? And then 2ab, it becomes 2 times 3 times radical x. I'm just applying the complete square rule. Okay? And as you can see, when I did this, I still have a radical here. It's not completely removed. That's why I told you when you have a radical added to a number, you cannot really remove this by squaring. It has to be alone. See, this one is alone in the side, so that's why the radical removed. Here, it's not removed because of this middle term, still there. So I only removed one of them, which is the first, which is okay, that's a good step. But you need to focus now on the second one. Do the same. The second one is radical x. You need to isolate it alone in one side, or its term alone in one side, okay, before you square. So for this to happen, I'm going to repeat these ideas one more time by just taking these away to the other side and just focusing on this term alone in one side. So that's just repeating the idea. So this will be still minus 6 radical x on one side. No, this one. Okay. And the x will go there, and when this x go there, becomes minus x. X and minus x becomes 0. So there is no more x's on the left side. And when a 9 go there, become minus 9. And minus 9 and 7 become minus 2. So that's now the equation. Very simple linear equation, minus 2. Okay? You want to make it simpler, you can just divide by minus 2 here and divide by minus 2 here. If you want to make things a bit simpler. So that becomes just equal to 3 radical x, and it's just 1. Okay? So now you can square both sides. You can square both sides now. So this becomes 9x equal to 1, and that means x equal 1 over 9, because you divide by, of course, you divide by 9 here, and you divide by 9 here. So that's why you get x equal to 1 over 9. Any question about that? So this is x equal to 1 over 9. Okay? You can always check your answer to make sure that it doesn't cause any problem. Okay? So it's good to check after that. So when you check, you find that the answer is accepted. Just go back to the original equation. And put x equal 1 over 9 here. So imagine you have 1 over 9 and you have this 7. This 7 has to have a common denominator. 7 times 9 is 63. 63 plus the 1 comes from here will be 64. So 64 over 9. When you get the square root of 64 over 9, it will give you 8 over 3. Okay, so you have here 8 over 3. When you get the square root of 1 over 9, it will be 1 over 3. Okay, so 8 over 3 and 1 over 3 will give you 9 over 3, which is 3. So yes, it worked. Okay, you can do this, step by step. I just did it quickly that if you check here, then you find that it is a valid answer. So it is a correct answer, which is 1 over 9.